Crema. Yo, Mallory Bros Podcast. Welcome. It's episode 80. I said episode.
First of all, you didn't even say
80 weeks consistent. It's the Jerry Rice episode.
Yes, sir.
There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that.
Greatest 80 ever.
Yep. And honestly, bro, 80 episodes straight, 80 straight weeks. To me, that's impressive.
It is. 80 straight weeks.
Look, 20 weeks straight. We thought that was all right, but 80?
22 weeks from 2 years.
22 weeks from 2 years? That's a weird way to look at it.
No, 24 weeks from 2 years. I'm sorry.
24 weeks. So it's 100. What?
Because 52 and then 52.
80 weeks. How many weeks in a year?
52.
52 weeks.
So 100 at episode 104 will be 2 years.
Nah. Episode 10. Damn, look, I'm math horrible.
104. 52 and 52.
Why I'm adding 80 and 80? You're right. I'm tripping. My bad, y'all. Math has definitely never been my thing. But yeah. You know what? I'm not even gonna tell that lie. Low-key, I'm like that with the math, low-key.
Were you? Miss Brooks' class?
Nah, 100%, I'm like that with math. That's because I had a tough route. First class, I remember when I first went to high school, I was in 9th grade. Everybody had an Algebra 1, Algebra 2. I had algebraic equations.
AKA not good enough for Algebra 1.
And you know what? I remember when we took the qualifying test for middle school for the classes, and I was bullshitting it. Ended up in the slow class.
The slow class. You in there with you?
I was in 12th grade Algebra 2. 12th grade. In there with 9th graders.
Shout out to all shout out to everybody that's good at math.
Shout out. What are you using it for now?
Let me tell y'all, Terrance was putting like little problems and shit on his little whiteboard. We was doing that shit. That shit was fucking me up. I did it with my girl. We was both.
I'm telling you, fellas, the best thing to do with a girl, get you a whiteboard, bring her in here, and then look. Just put, it's one of the best things ever because you get her mind working. You just put, look, 2 parentheses, 3 plus 5 parentheses with 4 and an exponent. Like, and just have her solve that shit on a whiteboard. It's dope. Me and Terrell been doing that. And look, low key, I did it first, and then he went and stole my swag. It's crazy.
And I gave you credit for when I was like, Terrance did this, and, you know.
Oh, man. Just to get that brain going, you know? Cooking. Yeah. Hey, look, it's Christmas Eve.
It's Christmas Eve, man. Shout out to everybody that celebrates. If you don't celebrate, I hope y'all enjoying a day off today, tomorrow. It's a whole lot of places that's closed. Hope everybody's staying inside because that virus out there.
And that shit's getting worse. Crazy out here.
It's getting worse.
I be scared to leave the crib. Yeah. I'm not going to the gym. I told myself I'm not going to the gym. Just at home shit. Just for now. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. That's the only place that I go that I feel like I will really put myself at risk because I'm in that joint free.
Y'all see Terrance dressed like
Ghost?
Nah, boy. You thought
Tasha.
You thought you was dressed like Ghost?
What the fuck, Tasha?
When you really look like an off-duty Frozone, boy.
What the fuck do you look like? Terrell, you got on the Frozone sweater for real when he froze the ice.
You look like Frozone.
I'm just getting a drink to water head ass boy. On who he don't got on the Frozone sweater if you really look at him? Is this the Frozone? Maybe when he got on his.
Okay, when I was
like, actually.
Boy? You look like Gazer Beam, underwater froze ass.
I would say I look like Samuel L. Jackson from Deep Blue Sea.
But yeah, man, I'm excited for Christmas because, you know, we've been talking about it for the last couple of weeks, but finally about to get these fucking gifts off.
Finally about to get these gifts off. That's how you're looking at going into Christmas.
I mean, well, meaning that I'm happy to, you know, finally give people their gift, you know?
I guess.
It's the time for giving and
hey, look, since we got a lot of people stressing, speaking of gifts, one thing that I did want to come on the podcast and say is, like, don't you know how sometimes you don't mentally sit down? Like, literally, you have to mentally sit down.
I like that.
You know what I mean?
I like the way that sounds.
Like I told myself, I wrote on the board, I said, sometimes you got to remind yourself to have a mental seat. Like, mentally exhale. Because you could, in the midst of everything, it's like your mind is like, yo, I got to do this, I got to do that, I want to do this, I want to do that. I'm supposed to be doing this, and I'm worried about that. Sometimes you need to just sit the fuck down. For me, I'm like, yo, just sit down and watch a movie or some shit. To yourself type shit.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Does anybody else ever feel like you just standing there and you're like, all right, bet, what's next? Like your mind is doing that, and it's like, just chill.
Yeah.
Sometimes for the people who are out there, anybody that might need to hear that, remind yourself to take that mental seat, because that is something that I am experiencing right now that I feel like I have to tell myself to do. Because right now, with everything going on, you just need to have a time where I'm just like, you know what? I'm enjoying what I'm doing right now, and I'll get back to all the other shit later.
That's right.
That was it on that.
Yeah, and this is my first time really talking to Terrance. I ain't seen him in like a week. And let me tell y'all something about Terrance when you go out of town. He not as like give a fuck about you as you think he is.
What you mean?
I was like, man, I'm leaving one out of town. Terrance probably call me, see what I'm up to, make sure I'm safe.
I did.
You wasn't calling.
I'm like, somebody's dad, though. You
nah.
Good? Bet. Cool.
I'm like, damn. And then when I got back, it wasn't like a yo, hug, missed you type. It was just like, oh, hey, this nigga's here type.
Nah, I was glad
nigga went in his bathroom. I had to go and meet him in his bathroom. I was like, damn, did this nigga miss me?
He ain't even come straight home when he came home. Y'all know what I had to do yesterday? I had to go to the airport, get my sis. I was supposed to get this nigga from the airport. Thank God I didn't have to do that. But it was a long day yesterday. And look, that's the only reason why I brought the mental seat up, because Terrell went on vacay, and I felt like the whole time I did not have a mental seat. Think about it. The first day you left, we had the proposal that I had to do. Mm-hmm. Then I spent the next day editing them pics and trying to get the pics up. And I went through trouble with that. Then the next day it was about I was linking up with folks. So I never really got I was always like, yo, I'm going to call. And it was people calling me. It was, oh, my goodness. These last days when you on vacay.
And the funny thing is that
I need Bahamas next.
With me and Terrance. Yeah.
Look, wherever you went.
See, look.
He went to DI, y'all.
Whenever one of us go out of town or one of us is off the grid, the other one gets the family calls. The other one would normally it would get split.
Right.
Now everybody's calling you.
I'm telling you. But it wasn't that bad, though. And honestly, I didn't want to keep calling this nigga while he's on vacay. Like, you know how you don't want to bother somebody? You just kind of just want to sit back with everybody else?
Yeah, no, you're right. But big shout out to the Dominican Republic and the people there. So dope. And yeah, I'll talk more about it. You
can talk about it. You can start off with that. Why not? That's where you just came from.
Oh, it was dope. We went to a resort and we went off the resort some a little bit too.
Yeah.
And I think my girl said the most important thing. We was talking about it. She was like, we was talking about white people, right? Because there was these entitled ass white people that was in there with us, and we were just like,
right. No offense to the white people that might be listening.
Yeah, probably won't. Yeah, but she was like, Americans don't travel because they was mad. I forget what they were mad about, but she was like, Americans don't really travel to experience new shit. They just travel to experience what they already know somewhere else. And so, like, when you go to these resorts, they're super like what you would get here just at a resort. Like, everybody speaks English. Their menus are in English. Like,
it's just a little slice of America.
It's like
in
English
DR.
and then Spanish. It's almost like going to you could tell it's catered to people that are tourists, but it's not real. Even the food is like, we got this chicken breast meal, and it was just real bland. And you could tell they didn't want to really do what they do with the spices and stuff because they got to kind of keep it to where everybody would like it. So I say all that to say, if you do travel, like, I think the best part of my trip was learning about the culture. Like, I literally learned about everything.
Yeah.
From the heritage, talking to people that, when we went off the resort, we got to talk to people that weren't like all on the job resortish. Mm-hmm. And so when you do travel, try to learn about where you're going and really think about the idea that Americans do travel to experience what we kind of already know in a different place.
All right, bet. So, like, talk about your experiences. That's great advice, but, like, come on. DR. You started this talking about how, white people, they go out there, they want to experience it their own way. It's like, hey, yo, did you have a good time out there at least?
Yeah, we did a great time. I think we did an excursion, bro. And if you follow me on Instagram.
And that's why I was trying to tell your ass to shut the fuck up when you came home, because now you on this joint being dry. Tell them about your DR trip.
Terrance, I did a whole.
You had a whole lot to say last night. You had a whole lot to say last night, and I kept saying, all right.
That's what I wanted to say. Oh, but because you know what was dope? When we went.
Now he's shorting y'all. He getting on here trying to get all the short story.
That's not true. And I did a vlog, so y'all can actually see. This bitch ass nigga's leaving that part out.
How you know that wasn't supposed to be a surprise? For some niggas who never post.
I went on the but bro, this is what was cool. I went on an excursion.
Yeah.
And when you riding off the, like I was saying, on these resorts, like the English first, it'll say, you know, what it says in English, and then
yeah.
But when we was riding through the city,
yeah,
to the excursion, like just looking at all of the signs, everything's in Spanish. You're just the ingredients on the back of the bottles, like you're completely out of. That's when I really felt like, damn, we in a whole nother fucking country.
Yeah, I'm in a whole different place.
I don't know if y'all know, this is my first time leaving the country for real. I done been to hella states, but I just got my passport this year, and so it was my first time. But that was one of the things that really opened my eyes. And then the excursion that we went on, we was in the woods and shit. We was in the woods for 9 hours. Shit was so dope. Your boy was in some cold ass water. I got to try Dominican rum. I got to try
Dominican rum. How was that?
That shit.
What was the difference? I mean, what was different about that versus I tried two things. I tried this Dominican rum. I forget the name of that. But we had Mama Juana shots. Mama Juana.
It's like a Dominican
like
cultural shot. You know what I'm saying? But that shit hit you like rum punch. Let me tell you,
that shit was like that Knob Creek.
No. Knob Creek is strong as fuck as soon as you drink it. The Mama Juana is like kind of smooth. So we said we got 2 shots apiece, and then we went paddleboarding. Let me just tell you, we made it through the whole. We took 2 shots, shot, bet, paddleboard.
Paddleboard ain't the joint that you do down the harbor, is it?
No, my bad. We didn't go paddleboarding. We went on a kayak.
Oh, okay.
When we both had to row, we was rowing for I felt like we was out there for a good 35 minutes.
And you know what? I don't fuck with that.
Because
look, that's the joint that you're sitting on water, right?
Yeah.
You're sitting
on the
y'all
water.
drink could tip over.
Yeah. And let me tell you, girls are fearless, bro.
Girls are fearless.
Let's go to the border. I'm like, the border's where they don't want you to go, right? Like, if you go past the border, you're beyond where they want you to go.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, well, we could just go to the border. So she wants to go to the border. So it's like, all right, fuck it.
She can swim.
No.
She can't swim.
Nah, but we both had on life jackets. I can swim, but I can't swim and save you swim.
I'm about to say, because how deep was the water y'all was in?
It wasn't that deep. It was honestly people standing way deep up to like their chest.
Okay, yeah.
So it really wasn't that bad, but it's just something about the ocean that's scary as fuck. So we paddling out there, and I'm like, all right, bet, let's cut it back.
Yeah, let's turn around.
So we ended up, we were sitting there for a sec. We went back in, turned in the kayak. It wasn't until we got back to the room that we was like, damn, I'm drunk as shit. You know how rum punch hit you way late?
Well, I'm not a big rum punch enthusiast, but I know about getting hit late, yeah.
Yeah, so that shit creeped up on. We knocked out for 3 hours.
Damn, niggas sleeping away they vacay.
We was getting up early.
Wake up and what we about to eat? That's the worst.
No, we ate and then went to sleep, and that was the worst I ever felt, bro, on the whole trip, because we had the Mama Juana shots.
Mama Juana, Mama Juana. This nigga say that shit perfect too. What is it called?
Mama Juana.
Mama Juana.
You just embarrassing. You an embarrassing nigga.
How is that embarrassing?
All right, bet. But look, but yeah, I'm not going to talk too much about the trip. You'll see. Make sure y'all look at the next vlog. It was dope. I went down. We went in the scary ass cave. It was dope as shit. Shout out to the Dominican Republic. Shout out to all of the locals. Everybody that was like native from there that kept it real with me, bro. They was fucking me up behind my English. I got a little bit of it on camera. Cause I know a little Spanish.
Yeah.
But
they was crying. They was grilling them.
All they was getting me. But it was great. It was like in good. It was real nice.
Dope. Shout out when Terrell was in DR. It was definitely like a flash back to the past when this nigga Terrell used to come home and be like, all right, y'all, I got mad stuff to do. So, not y'all. He'd come home and be like, I got so much shit to do. That would be the first thing that he used to say when he used to come through that door. And I ain't seen him all day. And I used to be like, I bet. He used to go in his room. Or he would sit right here, and he's here, but he's just in his computer. And then he'd be like, all right, I'm about to go to bed, bro. I'm going to catch you. Straight like that. So it was like, You not being here, everybody was like, what you doing with Terrell out in DR? What you up to? I said, I'm doing what I've been doing. Like, this is what I've been doing. Like, it's weird more so having Terrell here. That's the weird part. I feel like my life got more of an order when you're not here. Because I don't wake up thinking about nobody. Like I said, what we about to eat, I hate that. You know how you and somebody else got to figure out what to eat? So there's what you want, but then there's what you hope clears with them. And then if that don't clear, nah, I'm not even feeling this. It's like, I might make some oatmeal. And they're like, oatmeal? It's like, see, I wouldn't have nobody doubting my choice.
Yeah.
But
oh, yeah. So what was your time like?
I enjoyed it. Even though I was busy, I think the alone time that you get, you need. And if you are somebody that haven't been alone in a minute, if you always around friends, you probably do need to do something like what Terrell did, which is a solo trip or shit. Just try to get somewhere where, or look forward to when people are leaving, because
that solo trips. So that solo trip was cool. This was a little bit more like a vacay.
Yeah.
But that solo did you hear that? Oh, no, that's my headphones. That solo trip is definitely something that people should do. Even if you driving somewhere and just gonna stay overnight.
And for me, even if you don't go anywhere, just spend that solo time by yourself. That's definitely some
Especially if you live in a house with other people. They like frown on you not coming out of your room all day. But
well, if that's something to make a habit, I don't know. But all I know is when you spend that time by yourself, the things that you be thinking about, I don't know. Everything just look brighter when it's just you looking at it, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah. Shout out to Terrell going to the Dominican Republic. I've never been anywhere outside of this country, y'all. I've been to Chi-Town. Stand up if you in Chi-Town. I've been to VA.
Sir. Love Chicago.
I've been to Minnesota. Turn up. I've been to Cleveland, Ohio. Where we at?
Love Cleveland.
Love Cleveland. So where else we go? Florida.
We lived in Florida for 2 years.
California.
We've been in Florida everywhere. Kissimmee, Orlando, Daytona Beach is my favorite beach.
Dope beach.
That is my absolute favorite beach.
It's the best beach that we've hands down been to.
It's something about it that I love.
How can you have a favorite beach? This nigga's never been to all the beaches.
First of all, we've been to Virginia Beach,
Trash
Ocean
beach,
City,
trash beach,
Brown
trash
beach.
You went to one decent beach.
I just left Juanillo. So,
what's it called?
Juanillo.
All right, bet.
But bro, Daytona's my favorite. So yeah, we've been places. California,
Cali.
You went to Seattle, didn't you? When did you go somewhere for?
Nah, I want to go to Seattle though, for sure.
Yeah. I'm trying to go to
Hurston,
Memphis.
Hey, Hurston. Come on, let's get it. What we on?
But yeah, well, I guess we can start with the Big Sean Drink Champs. That was probably the latest. That came out that Friday.
Yeah.
Or that Thursday after we shot that Wednesday.
Yeah, and just to keep it short, if you don't know, Big Sean went on Drink Champs to address the things that Kanye West said when he went on Drink Champs. But also, it was a great Sean interview, period. I think the standout part of the interview was definitely that, because it's good to hear the second side of the story. And I think just like most people said, Big Sean always seemed like a stand-up dude. And even when he was talking, you know how somebody telling their side of the story and it just like, you heard that other side, and now you're hearing this side and you're like, damn, this side sounds a little bit more
honestly,
believable.
I didn't want to say anything back when I heard Kanye West interview, because honestly, if you were to bring any critique at that time, you would look like a hater.
Yeah.
But Kanye was saying certain shit that was like, to me, struck me as like, you know, oh shit, like he's saying some crazy shit. Like it was a super insightful interview, right? He's a billionaire. But some shit he was saying, I was like, this nigga speaking from his emotion and he's not keeping it 100. Like when they were like, they asked him something, he was like, Big Sean is probably the worst decision I ever made. And it's like, okay, something happened and you're being emotional.
Yeah.
And you're trying to say, oh yeah, because I didn't believe that ass story. I didn't believe that. It was just funny to hear from Kanye. Mm-hmm. But Kanye is known for lying about shit. I don't
think the ass part is a lie, but maybe the Biden
part. It was a lie.
part.
Didn't watch the Big Sean interview?
He said him telling that was a lie?
Big Sean said that was never the case. He said it was funny, but it's really not funny because you playing with me in front of my city, is what he was saying. Because niggas from Detroit are going to look at Big Sean like, yo, why is he playing with you like this? That's one thing Big Sean was saying on the interview. He said the ass thing. Okay, cool. It's funny, but it's really not funny because now you playing with me. You like making a mockery. He was like making a mockery out of him type shit.
Yeah. I mean, he's not saying that didn't happen though.
He did say that didn't happen.
Oh.
He said I had this song and this song that was my song. People was coming up to me saying that. He was like, nobody's coming up to me saying, yeah, like it was funny. It was a funny joke. Honestly, it was kind of.
Look, I'm not trying to come off like Nori, because did you feel like Nori was kind of like on Ye's side a little bit?
Yeah, Nori was definitely.
Like, did you see how he was like, let's get to deep? What did he say? Deep revenge. And he was like, deep reverence. He was like, yeah. I said this nigga.
Nori is hilarious, bro. But I don't know. Like I was saying, Kanye known for just lying about shit and just saying shit. Remember he was like, oh, Beyonce has pictures of Kim K. Ever since he said that, I was like, all right, this nigga's clearly lying.
He said Beyonce had pictures of Kim K hanging in her studio for inspiration.
If that ain't bigging your girl up something serious. But
I think the Big Sean interview definitely shed more light on how solid of a dude Big Sean is, regardless if you fuck with his music or not.
Yeah.
I felt like he's somebody that you could watch and feel like you can just kind of feel him a little bit. Even if he was putting on the front. Because, sometimes there's also that aspect of when you go second, when you telling your side of the story second, you can just bounce off of what they said and just be like, that wasn't true and then this wasn't true, y'all. I really don't give a fuck about it. I just be living my life. You can just play that role.
Right.
So I'm not going to sit here and act like I know anybody or believe anybody's side more so than just looking at character versus character. You right. It looked like, he did speak with a little emotion, and he brought the political aspect up about how he didn't get support. And Big Sean said, I don't even know what he was talking about.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like...
That's what was crazy. And then
you know how you think somebody not supporting you, but they really don't know? But since they don't know and they're not saying nothing, sometimes nothing means you're not supporting me.
Yeah. And he was like, I don't have your number. You my man, you're running. You don't call me, and I also don't have your number. So, could Big Sean have reached out and got Kanye's number? Yeah. Right. But honestly, this nigga was on... let's keep it a buck about y'all boy Kanye. We wasn't holding him to this big, profound whatever until it was announced that Yeezy is worth $9 billion. Yeah. Or worth $8 billion, and combined he's $9 billion. All right, cool.
As an artist, we were.
I mean, sure, yeah. But like, this nigga, when he was up on stage crying, I almost killed my daughter. Y'all wasn't saying he was a genius back then. It wasn't until the interview came out, this interview, where now people saying Kanye's a genius. All right, cool. Like, I'll give it to you. Yeah. But at the same time, for me, like, that shit with Drake that Big Sean was talking about with Blessings, that shit made me look at Kanye funny. Like, what is your obsession if that's true?
If that's true, because damn, you had a Blessings track.
Oh, no, I need to be on this, and how far that goes back. Think about it. Think about how he said that, and how when Wayne and Drake was going on tour, Kanye told Jay, we need to be doing what they doing or they gonna show us up. It's like you always had an envy for Drake. But look, now y'all cool. Drake, this is where you look funny in the light now. You do 7 a.m. on Bridal Path, one of the best written songs of the year in terms of like lyrical ability. Yeah. But now none of it means anything because now y'all just did a Larry Hoover show with Jay Prince.
Oh, y'all cool.
And y'all cool.
It is weird that you say that because I definitely think Watch the Throne was birthed from
that Wayne and Drake tour.
The Wayne and Drake tour. He was like, these niggas about to take over. I remember hearing that. I think Big Sean, as just to kind of like dummy it back to the Big Sean Blessings thing, I just be feeling like, I don't know. I think that instead of Ye looking at it like he just wanted to be on the track with Drake, I think it's been a competitive thing. Y'all got to keep in mind, the lane that Drake was in coming up was so close to Ye's lane. It's almost like driving on the highway. Had Drake been 2 lanes over, even if he's a little bit before me, I'm not worried about it. You know how that is? You know what I'm saying? Whatever, he's over in his own lane advancing. The fact that Drake's lane, look at stuff like
808s.
Not even that, but just what Drake was doing. Like, Drake was able to find success with shit like, look, just hold on, I'm coming home. That was one of the biggest songs from Nothing Was the Same. And Nothing Was the Same came out the same year as Yeezus. So I'm not saying that's when anything started. I'm just saying if you look at those 2 artists, Kanye had to look out his rearview mirror or out his side mirror and see Drake.
Yeah, 2013.
Right there running off with that R&B I got the world by storm sound. I felt like Kanye found success outside of just hip hop. It's like people love my music. The only other person that was out there that people loved his music just as not necessarily the only person, but I feel like he's so close to his lane. I think Ye always had some hatred in his heart. Like, oh, you about to do Blessings with Drake? Put me on that. You know, I don't think it was, I want to be beside Drake. I think it's, I want to son Drake. Even with this Larry Hoover thing, people don't believe me. But I personally think that Ye went out there on a mission to try to, this going to be Kanye West with some Drake. The fact that he went out there and barely played Donda and was playing his hits, knowing you have Drake coming, I felt like this is all just, Ye is that dude that's like, you think you better than me. You know how there's that person that says that and you don't. You think you try, oh, I know what you're trying to do because you're trying to be better than me. Or you're trying to make sure you have more than me. And you're like, nah, I'm just doing me. I think Kanye is literally an example of that.
And it's like you have the album of the year, Donda, that you just don't perform any of.
You don't perform
24 tracks.
24, you did, but we don't get an off-the-grid performance on that joint.
Yeah.
And where you could have brought out Fabio and really gave light to your album that you just did.
Yeah.
You go out here and you performing all your hits to show people who you are.
I think, it was a setup.
Look at me, y'all. Don't forget who I am. That's what it looked like.
And best believe Kanye loved to see everybody saying he bit Drake, he bit Drake head off. You know what I'm saying? And so, and then look, Dark Sky Paradise, Blessings, that came out 2015. So if you think about it, Kanye got destroyed initially for Yeezus. Because it was, even though I love that album now, he got destroyed for that early.
Because it was misunderstood.
Where Drake puts out in 2013 one of his best albums ever, and nothing was the same. So
in 2014, 2015, we looking at, okay, this is somebody who is admired a little bit more than me now. Not more than me, but just the spotlight has turned towards him a little bit.
Yeah. And so, I mean, it makes sense. But just to wrap on a Big Sean interview, it was a great interview.
Right.
It was a great interview. Nori and them, you could tell Big Sean was getting tired of them at one point.
Yeah. I like what people were pointing out, too, because I noticed it when I watched it when Sean was like, yo, serious question, dude. How often do y'all do this show? Like, did you see that part? He said, how often do y'all do this show? Like, how often? And it was like, I forget what he said. He was like, I'm only asking because, like, if y'all doing this often, you're not drinking like this every time. Like, he was like, are you taking care of yourself? He was like, oh, yeah. Don't even worry about it. Don't worry about that. It's like,
niggas live as
I
black
hope
as hell.
you're right, but that was a good question to ask. Like, you know what? And that to me is little shit like that make me feel like, you know what? I fuck with Big Sean.
Yeah.
And I even tweeted, I was like, regardless how you might feel about his music, him, the guy, I think he's a stand-up dude. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. How you feel about his music?
I believe them. There's certain Big Sean.
Because you are the #1 Big Sean hater.
I would not say #1. I think everybody been hating on Big Sean and some of the stuff that he does. Maybe I'm not the biggest fan of some of his music. But him as a person,
yeah,
I love some of his music, though. Like the 2088, we love that joint. I love Dark Sky Paradise. He just to me is an example of an artist where you're not going to love everything they do. I might even hate something you do. I hate shit that Young Thug does. But
Terrance, no.
I do. But am I sitting
Big Sean, you killed, and I was like, damn, nigga.
Do I have popular reactions from my hatred of everything? No, but some artists you're going to bang with some of their stuff, not all of it.
Yeah, and that's actually growth.
100.
It shows that Big Sean even grew into a better person, too, because look at how Meek aged.
Right.
Meek Mill aged terribly in terms of his stardom, and he was on top.
And honestly, I just feel like Meek, you got on with your sound, and then your sound was your sound. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I feel like once your sound gets old, it's not essentially that you have to create a new sound. I'm not an artist, but I think what artists can profit from is like getting with not the it guy, but I guess trying to jump on, not even jumping on a trend, but trying to bring people that are trendy around. Like,
yeah,
I wouldn't be mad at Meek if he was doing certain things that just made us say, well, he getting his money.
Yeah.
You know, like if Meek does a song with Tim's, or Meek goes a certain route where it's Meek rapping on a certain, even if he goes the Coldplay route or some shit, you know? But it's like musically we want to see you elevate. We don't want to keep getting the same shit. And I felt like, what was that, Dreams Worth More Than Money?
Expensive Pain. No, that's Rick Ross.
Oh, say.
Mm-hmm.
Expensive. Wow, I thought that was Meek's title, but Expensive Pain. I felt like it was all right, but I felt like it was
Dreams
repetitive.
Worth More Than Money is Meek Mill's album. I'm sorry, that's just the one from 2015.
Oh yeah, well my bad, not that one, but I meant his latest album.
Mm-hmm.
Expensive Pain. I felt like it just felt repetitive, and it felt like okay, we got this already.
And they were saying that when he did sound different, he sounded like Dirk. So
well, and you know what? That's why I said when you bring other people around, like DJ Khaled is gonna stay relevant forever because he's just gonna get whoever is hot and then put him on his track. That's a low key a cheat code.
Yeah, and his albums don't even really be doing good. But since he has so much industry clout with all the artists, everybody loves Khaled. He could go and say Dirk, Lil Baby, we about to make this fire ass track every chance I get. You know what I'm saying? Like. But just speaking on Meek, the only reason why I brought Meek up is because 2015, think about his 2015, he put out Dreams Worth More Than Money. That's what started the whole Drake shit with the old ways, new women, gotta keep a balance to go to your dreams. Cool. That's where the beef started. Then he went through all that shit where he was getting smoked by Drake, the Summer 16. It wasn't
cool. Why you trying to go on a Meek Mill smear campaign right now?
It's not a smear campaign, because listen, after that, the Nicki stuff was kind of getting him. He was kind of looking bad, but then he had got locked up and he came out and put out championships. And it was like, all right, this nigga's back.
Right. There was momentum behind that because we all knew he was done dirty by that judge.
Yes, the album was fire and he was on his grown man. He had cut the shit off with Drake and they did the Richard Millie Cost a Lambo. Ain't a neighborhood in Philly that I can't go. He was on some real Philly legend shit.
Right.
But it seemed like now he kind of still on his, I don't know.
And speaking of, like, I follow Bobby. Anybody else follow Bobby Shmurda on Instagram? I might unfollow him.
I don't follow Bobby Shmurda. I'm glad he's out doing this thing.
Because this was what I was gonna say. Speaking of that little situation, all of y'all was begging for Bobby Shmurda to get out for what? Let's just keep it 100. Y'all was begging for Bobby Shmurda to get out for what?
Because it's cool to say free Bobby or free Shmurda.
Because it was cool to say free Bobby. When for real, I don't think the Bobby Shmurda situation was like the Meek situation. I think Bobby Shmurda was just a stand-up dude. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. I thought the situation with Bobby Shmurda was that he wasn't going to rat on his man. He stood tall, kept his mouth shut, and did what he had to do.
Right. Well, that's true.
Yeah. It ain't like the Meek Mill situation where they throwing you in jail for nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
he
true.
did what he had to do for his men. Stood on what he stood for, which is great. But when people were saying free Bobby, let's not try to act like it was Bobby in there, he wrong. Bobby was wrong. Nah. The conversation was that it was free Bobby Shmurda because he had went to jail right when he was about to pop. Remember?
Yeah.
He went to jail when he was hot. I thought Bobby Shmurda was going to come out and there would be Bobby Shmurda music. I haven't heard one Bobby Shmurda track since this nigga got out that I felt like I remember at all. I saw him doing this dance. I be finding myself, I follow him on Instagram, I be laughing at some of the shit that he posts. But I'm like, damn, when I think about it, I don't see a new music run for Bobby Shmurda.
I don't know.
And I don't see a bunch of people playing his music.
I never was a big Bobby fan. When he went to jail, I like Hot Nigga, and that was it. And it sucked because he left. Because it was like, damn, he could have put out something else to that level.
Yeah.
But when it was great that he got out because of how he stood tall for his men. But outside of that,
and I only said to say, it's not a Bobby Shmurda smear campaign. I only said to say, like, the way that we look at this music shit and everything in this world is just so trend. You know? A rapper goes to jail, it's free him, but for real, when he comes home, do y'all niggas even give a fuck about his music? Or is it just free him until he's out and then it's fuck him?
It was cool to say.
It's cool to say free.
Cool to tweet,
yeah.
Cool to put on a shirt.
But when you out.
That's what's annoying about Twitter, bro.
Not even Twitter, it's the world, bro. Not just Twitter, but just like the whole world.
Well, think about it. People aren't walking on the street saying that.
Nah, but I mean, it was Instagram too. We're not just going to throw it on Twitter.
Well, yeah.
Instagram, Facebook,
social
everything.
Media.
You know what I'm saying? Social media.
For sure. But
did you want to curve it straight to the Jay Verzuz? I thought Jay being on Twitter was dope. How dope was that to have somebody like Jay Z on that platform?
Yeah, he does those. He does the Twitter Spaces a lot.
I was watching a game and they said a lot of people was hitting me like, yo, you not listening to Jay? And I'm like, yo, I have Jay on right now in the middle of this game. But he went on there and said that nobody could stand on the stage with him on Verzuz.
Yep. Well, y'all know
he did say there's not a man that could stand on stage. Cause I already know what you about to say.
No, I wasn't even gonna go that route. But I'm a huge Jay Z is my greatest of all time.
Go that route if you want.
I will go that route. But Jay Z is, to me, the greatest rapper of all time. To me, he's better than everybody. Just in terms of longevity. The nigga, his first album came out in 96. It's 2022 in 7 days. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And he still can come out and do whatever. Yeah, I know. We haven't talked about that yet. But
look, it's like Christmas happens and then you're like, oh shit, New Year.
Yeah. But to me, there is nobody that could stand on that stage with Jay and win.
Okay.
Yeah, Kanye, no. And Mark Lamont Hill said the perfect thing about all you niggas that think Kanye can stand on that stage with Jay. Jay will go street and done his ass on some Jadakiss shit. Kanye cannot go street. That's a fact. What is Kanye gonna play when Jay plays Imaginary Players? When Can I Live come on? Like, what do you play?
He can play something. He can go and play.
What do you play? What do you? If this nigga now Kanye has hits.
Kanye
now
could
remember,
play Jay Z. Kanye can get up there and play Jay Z tracks as his.
Do you know
Lucifer, son of the morning, I'm gonna take you on a curve. That's Ye. Ye's playing that.
Terrance, but no.
Some of Jay's best shit
Fabulous.
is done by Ye.
That's not true. That's not
Some
true.
of the best music that Jay Z did.
That's true.
Is connected to Ye. Look, is he gonna play Never Change? I never change one single thing. Hey, look, Ye, what's up?
What are y'all gonna do when?
What y'all gonna do? The fact that
This Terrance, because think about this.
I'm not arguing that.
Fabulous had more hits than Jadakiss. But Jadakiss said, fuck this nigga. He can't talk to the streets. This pussy nigga can only play women's songs.
They didn't go up against Jadakiss. Oh, he did.
Fab went up against Jada and killed him first. Then they battled Dipset. But Jadakiss was playing his street shit. That's why I don't think Kanye would win. Jay could play. If Jadakiss, all right, cool. Jay could go that route.
It's funny you're bringing up Fab because on the line when I said Fab will wash Jay. Y'all don't realize that I was playing. Did you see what I said? Fab, you didn't see what
you said. Fabulous would wash Jay.
I quoted your tweet and said Fab would wash Jay. I said these niggas haven't heard Street Dreams because that's Fabulous album. It's one of his Fabulous first albums, and I was like, you know what? I just thought it was funny, but everybody was like, you're tripping. I'm still getting mentions today. Look, Fab.
Let's talk about it. The only person. Let's talk about it. The only person that I see standing on that stage next to Jay and putting up the fight, and this is also somebody who I feel like will wash Kanye's boots, smoke him to smithereens, but would put up a fight with Jay and still lose, is Dwayne Carter. That's the only person. That's it.
Y'all want to know somebody that can probably hang with Jay? And y'all would sit there and be like, no, he can't.
Terrance, I already know what you're going to say, and it's
There's
not
a couple people that would wash Jay in a Verzuz.
That's not true.
Jay-Z got up there real confident. Don't forget that you're almost 50 years old.
He's actually 52.
Damn,
now.
60 years old. But look, Jay, you do have this great catalog. You have a great backing. You have great everything. However, the Verzuz format is this. That's like, Jay-Z is like the nigga that's a known gunman saying, can't nobody step in the boxing ring with me. We know you a shooter, but when you get in there, you got to throw punches. And for real, we're going to put you now on the same level with other people. And my thing is this. Yeah, people can't say that once upon a time they were buying platinum chains before everybody and they changed the game and they made niggas change clothes and then era changes and I even did songs with my wife. I already know what Jay-Z would do. But guess what? You have 20 tracks that you got to do. 20. And somebody else is going to get 22. And it's very possible to still, think about it. You're talking about Imaginary Players playing. That's a great song.
From 96.
That's a great song. But the energy from what plays after that he can be beat.
That's not true, Terrance.
Terrell, you know how Verzuz go. Verzuz is not just about what the track is. It's about energy, the energy.
It's also the audience, though.
That's true.
Because if they do that shit at Madison Square Garden, guess who's showing up? A bunch of old New York niggas like Joe Budden.
And they're going to dick eat Jay, and then he's going to win. But guess what? If they do it old school with Jay on a Zoom call, Jay, stay in your mansion, so-and-so else stay there, and then we have even though they wouldn't do that. Like, because look, now you're talking about the crowd. That's arguably why Jada kissing them won. Because the crowd was a little biased. The crowd can give you a bias.
But that was a New York crowd. Dipset just didn't show up. It was all New York niggas in there. But you see how, because of the crowd, they were able to play to the crowd. We're going to play to the streets. Put Jay where that person is and they won't win.
But that's why, because of the crowd.
Because then I know what you're
getting ready to say. We're talking about songs v. songs.
Right. And but this is the thing. The way the crowd receives the tracks is true. Because look at the it was a whole lot of women that showed up for Ja Rule and Fat Joe. So Ja Rule tried to do the street thing that Jada did, and it didn't work because the ladies wanted to hear that. What's love? They wanted to hear that.
So who else do you got that can stand in the Verzuz next to Jay?
Only people that I think would be Kanye, Lil Wayne. Mm-hmm. That's the only people that are men that to me can stand up there with Jay.
I'm gonna play this one track from this artist that I think can stand with Jay. And when this song played in the car the other day, I said, you know what? We never thought about this one artist. But for real, niggas will probably be like, fuck no, but really?
I got you.
Really?
The reason why niggas will lose is because Jay will sun you.
You just played one of his best.
You just played the top 5 C Breezy songs.
But that's why I say, look, Breezy would 100% lose to Jay.
That would be a great battle.
Would Breezy would Wayne lose to Breezy?
I don't know.
It's not so easy to count Breezy out is all I'm going to say.
You're 100%, especially if he got to pick 20
tracks. If he got to just pick 20,
but
that's what y'all forget.
I don't like the R&B versus rap joints, and that's why they stopped doing them, because it's too different. We do that, which is better. We the only people that'll put, that'll put Nothing Was the Same up against Channel Orange.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? Two completely different worlds, but we just used to smash it together. But bro, Chris Brown is somebody that, to me, is on that. I don't know if he could be beatless, but I don't see Breezy beating Jay. You need somebody that has a catalog Wayne, because Wayne gonna get up there and play fucking Stunt Like My Daddy, or Like Father Like Son, and I Bet I'm With You. This nigga Wayne gonna get up that joint and play Money on My Mind or Hustler Music. He's gonna snatch points from Jay. But Jay would still win.
And why the fuck they're not showing me Damn,
that would be great to have Jay and Wayne do it together and they perform Mr. Carter at the end.
Around the World,
now I'm
back again. I don't know why I was trying to play this song and it wasn't letting me. I guess because it's just not anywhere. But I do think Wayne is probably the only artist that could probably hang with Jay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just because. Oh, yeah, that's what it is. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry, y'all.
Y'all don't even know.
Y'all don't even know.
Let me see your phone.
Hold on, wait. I was going to play this joint. This nigga Jay Z.
I wouldn't even put that in my Wayne mix, though, Terrance. That wouldn't even make my Wayne. Man, we beating around
the fact that you're saying no ceilings wouldn't even make your Wayne?
Because Wayne has too many hits.
You see what I'm saying?
20? That wouldn't make it. But this is what we not.
It's funny when you're a big fan of a certain artist, you don't care. Look, Busta Rhymes would clearly stand tall with Jay. These niggas haven't heard.
There's only one person that has this nigga Jay Z beat for sure and will have this nigga curled up in a fetal position on stage. One person. One person.
Beyonce, maybe like my baby said, Ella, whose album is coming out soon. Maybe we should let the music do the talking. Like literally, you're talking about audiences and the Hive would show up. Imagine if you didn't see the artist, they just picked their song showed up.
All right, cool. We still gonna show up.
Like, look,
though.
It's just a stage. There's no. This nigga want to talk about women.
You trying to downplay what Verzuz really is. Nah, Verzuz is about performance too. It's like battle rap. That's like saying, okay, We know Lux can we know Lux can outbar everybody. We know on paper his lyrics are gonna be better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But let's take away the crowd. Take away them on stage and we just hear it.
Nah, see, because Terrell, you starting to talk about you talking about advantages with crowd, and you're right. Nobody's gonna be able to compete with B and the Beehive because y'all are just delusional.
No, she's gonna outperform him.
You said the Hive would show up. I don't think Beyonce can outdo Jay.
Terrance
Y'all niggas are asleep. Her first song had Jay on it. He gave you your first hit.
That's not true at all. She can play Destiny Child hits, boy. What the fuck?
Where's her hits? Her first hit, Jay. Her first hit, Jay.
That is not true.
Dangerously in Love, not Beyonce's first hit. Crazy in Love. And who was on that?
It don't matter. It's still hers. Arguably, she helped that nigga.
Now Bag B. But you want to get on the verses? I'm playing it.
Dust this
Look,
nigga.
I'm playing that first. If I'm Jay, I'm playing that. Boom, 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 boom.
And then I'm
my first song.
If I'm Beyonce, I'm gonna roll Drunken Love after that. Then fuck it. Let's really talk evolution.
So you took an L. Because
No.
what's better, Drunken Love or that song?
If Beyonce was to play Drunken Love,
What's a better song? I'm asking you right now, Hot Seat. You better not say Drunken Love. You a 2017?
I love Dangerously in Love. I love Dangerously in Love, but that's young Beyonce. Drunken Love is a more mature Beyonce. I just like that better.
You tripping?
That is, yeah.
Look, the horn.
It's like everywhere I go, yeah. Damn, yeah, that is better. That would be a point for Jay.
But then Drunken Love is a hit.
Yeah. And then Beyonce, when she
I
started
say
playing,
this, do say it's the shit. If I do say so myself.
do you know what Beyonce would get a point for? All Beyonce got to do is go up there and play Love Yourself. That if you hurt me, you hurt yourself. And she be like, who the fuck do you think I is to Jay on stage? That nigga will be done. That nigga will be
the choreography.
Let it be. He would be done on stage. This is what I was trying to tell people, but people don't want to listen to me. It's fine. But back to the men shit, I think Wayne would put up the best fight out of everybody. And I also think Wayne is washing Ye. You can say what you want.
What about Ross and Jay?
Nah, Ross.
We know Jay would win, but like, who would put up the best fight? I think Ross maybe a fight. He could play songs like every day. Nah, he's too old. He went up against 2 Chainz, and that was a perfect match.
Rick Ross told y'all on Rather You Than Me or whatever, where he said, I put in the work. My first album, a classic. Jay gave me a verse, so that made it attractive.
Yeah.
Jay kind of paved the way for
him
hopping on Mafia music.
That's what they were saying too. They said nobody would want to go up against Jay because he helped everybody get on.
Yes, he can play realest shit I ever wrote, chilling in my Maybach. He said that before T-Pain. T-Pain, that's an interpolation of Jay on his verse. Jay-Z could get up there and play.
Jay-Z, who don't want to smoke with you, Jay-Z?
Terrance,
I'll name a rapper that wants to smoke with you, Jay. Dre.
Terrance, because guess what?
Dre.
Okay, well, I was just getting ready to tell you that because whoever battles Jay, he could go over there and play this.
Yeah, nigga, I'm still fucking.
You're not gonna beat him. He wrote the whole thing.
Still Snoop Dogg and D.R.E.
Snoop Dogg, he wrote both of our verses.
And I think what's funny is like, damn, that just done my Dre argument. I wrote your best song ever.
The best song you ever had.
You're lost.
But you know what? Real Dr. Dre fans will tell you that that's not true.
Man, if y'all don't think Still Dre is one of Dre's best songs ever, I don't give a fuck what y'all say. I like Nothing But a G Thing. One of my favorite songs is This Nigga With a Gun. I love The Chronic. I love everything, Dre. However, to me, that straight day, nigga. AK, nigga. Damn, when you think about it, you can really hear Jay.
Yeah.
Just like that Three Kings. I remember he was like #1 for the last 20 years.
If you real motherfucker, scream cheers. Rick Ross wrote that.
Rick Ross wrote that? Oh, that's what I'm about to say.
Think about it. They wanted to shine at this swap meet to them young boys, put them in that hot seat.
Yeah. But yeah, hey, look, leave your comments down below. The YouTube version of this will not have all of that music that we played, believe it or not. But the version on Patreon and the podcast, if you want to listen, we'll have all the music. Sorry for playing the music, but we can't play it because YouTube be on some bullshit. So certain videos, we'll leave music, but in the podcast, we won't. So, but yeah, leave your comments on who y'all think might be a good fight or a good matchup for Jay Z. I thought that Chris Brown was like the wild card. You know what I'm saying?
Chris Brown is like, if they was to announce that, people would be like, nah, Chris ain't going to win. Okay, cool.
But it will be a hell of a night.
And this is
to see Jay's 20 and go up against Breezy's 20.
That'll be dope. But I feel
Usher?
yeah, but see, it's too much of an age gap between Jay and Chris Brown. Because he 30 work
better for Breezy.
Potentially.
Well, you know what? They were saying that Verzuz is low-key for the older crowd. They did Earth, Wind, and Fire, Shaka Khan.
Stephanie Mills, yeah. But you know what? And I think that's where they lacking
Shaka
because
Khan was blazed on the stage, too.
How great would it be to see Young Thug go up against Future?
Come on. And both of y'all just get up there and do y'all hits.
And look, fuck it. Y'all not old, but 2 Chainz and them and Rick Ross still
y'all know
active.
Thug's my man, but I don't know anybody who's hearing that Thug is my guy. But come on, man. Hendrix. That's my guy, but let's not disrespect.
What do you think about people putting Future up against Jay Z and being dead ass serious?
Oh, you talking about because Future came out and said, my name bigger in the streets than Jay Z now.
That's where this whole shit came from.
Whole shit came from. Right. Honestly,
in real life,
it was so funny. Did you see me at least quote your tweet with you?
Yeah.
It's funny because I like that Future said that because look, that's not necessarily a lie, y'all. Future's name, is bigger in the streets now than Jay. Jay's name was big in the streets years ago.
Never.
Now niggas know straight.
Never.
The streets know Jay as a millionaire. They not playing Jay Z.
That's okay. Yeah. So the young niggas are playing it, but Jay Z on a. Come on, bro. In real life, I'm life goals.
You know what he meant.
In real life, I'm like, no.
You know what Future meant.
Swag different, brag different, bag different, wife Beyonce, brag different. When you see that,
I hate niggas who rep Jay like this because you know what Future was saying. Did Future say I have a better life than Jay Z? No.
This nigga saying he can stay in the streets with Jay on what? Music?
Music-wise, more niggas are listening to Future and respect Future than Jay Z now. I don't think that that's a lie.
Your best track is not beating Jay. Your best track isn't beating Jay's 3rd or 4th. This nigga get up there and play.
To a real nigga. That's just some shit that you gon' do.
They was like, what is Jay gonna play when he plays Cody and Crazy? I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
What song does Jay have that's bigger than March Madness? All right, Terrance.
This nigga Future will get washed up and down. Cody and Crazy. I didn't like Cody and Crazy. I didn't Cody. Get the fuck out of here.
I don't think that
shit cool.
I like Cody and Crazy. Why are we even talking about this? Future never said that he could hang in a Verzuz. He just said that his name was big in the streets.
He came out and he quoted somebody's tweet on his story that said Future could go up there and do Verzuz with Jay. He put it on his story. And he said,
my name bigger than Jay's in the streets. That's it. But honestly, you're right. Future. But you know what? That's that good publicity that you want. And they said that Future was still holding on to the line where Jay said, in the future, other niggas playing football with your son. They said Future never got over that shit. And honestly, I wouldn't get over that shit either. Fuck that nigga. Look, you did dirt too, nigga. Future a cheating ass nigga.
Yeah,
so
no
look,
bullshit.
That's the nigga that'll look at you like, remember on Best Man? Remember, what's the name had his dirt? Tay Diggs' character. He had his dirt, but the other dude, Terrence Howard character, was just so smooth he could see all through his shit.
He was like, you done dirt, nigga, and you doing more dirt.
Doing more dirt. Look.
You fucking Jordan that. He was wrong and shit.
But look, he was on it, though. He was on top of him, and he knew it. And I felt like, low-key, Jay could look at Future like that. Oh, you did some shit? Well, look at me. I'm the king of it.
Yeah.
You ever heard of Scottie Pimpin'?
Yep.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. All I'll say is that I thought it was funny. I like it. I like making everybody mad and saying, you know what, maybe Future can. You know, I thought it was funny how everybody got pissed off.
You don't think Thug go up there and give it to Future though, Paul?
No. Thug look at Future the way he does, probably like a big bro. And I felt like, one, that'll be a hell of a night for me. But
I don't know about that.
Future would win. Thug had stuff like Stoner and stuff like that. But you niggas, I told Terrell, me and Terrell were supposed to do a Travis Scott, and I'm gonna spill the beans. Because we didn't end up not doing it. And y'all let us know if y'all think we should.
Well, we can't do anything. Well, we can't really do it right now because, you know, niggas ain't really fucking with Travis like they was.
But we was going to do Future versus Travis Scott. And I told Terrell he was going to get smashed. And then Terrell punked out because he started to get less and less confident the more he would read Future. So he started to say, we're going to do Future versus T.I.
T.I. is
and I said, he's still getting washed.
T.I. is washing Future.
T.I.
Let
versus
me pick
Future.
20. Bet.
Let me pick 20? 10. We do 10.
If we do 10, it's not even close.
It's definitely not close if we do 10.
Terrance, it's not. Terrance.
We do 10 tracks, Future versus...
do Future versus T.I. only 10 tracks. Do you know that I'm going to play...
See, he going to play other niggas song, Dead and Gone.
No,
that's not...
If we only doing 10, I can play all T.I.
Bet. I like my beat. Down low, hey, down low, hey, down low, hey, down low.
I like
down
my
low,
top.
down low. Lay it back, hey, lay it back, hey, lay it back, hey, lay it back.
You don't even...
I like my beat down low. Is that better than fish pardon my walking lot, need a man?
That's T.I. too.
Yeah, but guess what?
Your the top, shit, I'm bounced up, need calling the money, don't talk to us, bitch ass nigga.
Off the top, I'm bounced up. But just great hip hop talk. I love the hip hop talk. But I think it's time for
it's people that listen to this podcast that be like, talk about more music, nigga.
And then you got people who be like, I like when y'all talk about movies more movies. But
hey, speaking of movies, did you want to talk about, without spoiling it at all, Spider-Man?
All right, bet. Yep. Spider-Man, No Way Home.
No Way Home, yeah.
Spider-Man, No Way Home recently came out, believe it or not. I think I saw it the day after we shot the last week's podcast. Actually, the day it did drop, Friday night.
Yeah, well, we shot the podcast on Wednesday.
Yeah, you're right. I mean,
I saw it Thursday night. You saw it on Friday when it came out. And let me just tell y'all, that's the best Marvel movie that they ever made.
And that's one thing that I totally disagree with. I totally disagree with that statement, but it was good.
Some of the criticism that I've been seeing making me think, all right, well, maybe it still is Infinity War, Endgame, and then. Because I don't put Infinity War and Endgame as two separate movies. I just put Infinity War. When I say Infinity War, I mean both of them, the beginning and the end of it.
Yeah.
But Infinity War drags a little bit. Like, it take you a minute to get to the shits.
Okay.
Spider-Man, that movie is great from start to finish. The roller coasters that you go on. I cried like 4 times in that jump.
That joint was definitely
that
roller coaster. And I'll tell you, and we're not doing no spoilers this year, so nobody has to skip. I think it's definitely going to be a movie that everybody would enjoy regardless of if you've seen the first one or the second one.
Yeah.
I thought that was dope about it because you really didn't need to know about what happened in the last joint for real. But I do think that there are criticisms for the movie that don't make it the best Marvel movie of all time. I think it's definitely probably one of the most enjoyable movies of the year as far as having a good time in the theater. Like, our theater was lit.
Yeah.
I think that was dope. If you can get out to the movie theater soon and see it, y'all, that'd be dope. I was surprised they didn't have a worldwide digital release or a streaming release where it'd be on TV, because I thought that would be that'd be dope. I would have enjoyed being able to go back and watch
but nah, see, a movie like that.
Yeah. If
they were to go the HBO route, the spoilers would have been 10 times worse than they already were. But in order for them to hold back, some of the little shit in it, then, because I'm not gonna lie to you, I saw spoilers after we saw it that opening night. I saw spoilers that same night, and I was like, damn, I hope people muted the tweets and shit like that or staying off so they can actually see it, because but they didn't need it, and they destroyed it. And they were like, it was like articles coming. I don't know if you've seen on Twitter, they were talking about it, but it was articles coming out saying, why is Spider-Man doing so well, you ask. And it's like, people actually fuck with Spider-Man.
People actually want to see it. That's true.
And I hope that y'all are ready to admit that Tom Holland has the best Spider-Man trilogy of all of the Spider-Mans.
I mean,
his first and third is bodying. He lost the second round. Okay, cool. But his first and third, his third he like somebody that battled. They had an eye first that you could probably edge to somebody else.
Yeah.
He had an eye second that might not have been a winning round. But his third was like, Lux, you gonna get this work.
Well, his third was more like that third was not a Lux, you gonna get this work, Terrell.
We just saw the third.
That was not Lux, you gonna get this work. That was a good third round, like when Charlie Clips said, fuck it, this battle's over, ma. Me and you fucking tonight. Fuck it, I'm night. Literally, I felt like Sirius Jones, like.
You thought that this movie was like, fuck it, I'm night?
You gonna end your round with that, my nigga? All right, nigga. What'd he say?
He said, I can admit that last round I kind of flopped, my nigga. But you in your third round with that?
Well, thanks a lot, my nigga. Bootsy!
There's no way you think that Spider-Man was.
Well, put it like this. I feel like, all right, y'all go and watch the movie. We're going to kind of like. Because we don't want to spoil it.
The next podcast, we're going to do spoilers. So if you haven't seen it.
We're going to have y'all,
Somebody just remind me to do the spoilers.
all I'll say is it's definitely not perfect. And I felt like the villain, let's talk about, because y'all know the movie's going to have a villain. Mm-hmm. I felt like nothing will beat, and you say it's the best Marvel movie. I don't think anything beats Infinity War's villain. That was the only villain besides Killmonger on some This Is America type shit.
Yeah.
That was the only villain that I started feeling like, damn, this motherfucker, I understand.
Yeah.
So I'm watching his pursuit and their pursuit. Yeah. But I'm on their side, you know what I'm saying? But we're watching this dude accomplish his goal. You watch Thanos get one stone, this stone, that stone.
Yep.
It's like, damn, this motherfucker really about to end shit.
And then did.
So to me, I felt like a big challenge being overcome is always cool. But to watch the biggest superheroes in the world all lose to one man, that was a humbling ass movie. That was the movie I didn't thought I would see. Everybody's gone, and we had to wait 7 months for that next one.
And you had other movies that came out that was post-snap. Like,
right,
it's the Spider-Man movie was post. Tony Stark wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Just the build up for what they're gonna do, though, I feel like they're killing it. That studio is just killing it.
And then by now, everybody knows that the Doctor Strange and the multiverse madness or whatever is coming out. That's gonna be dope too.
And my last thing that I'll say about Spider-Man is it's just proof that Doctor Strange is the best Avengers. I don't care what anybody say. Doctor Strange is the best Avenger. If anybody wanted smoke for real, y'all about to see. He's the one that you don't want smoke with.
Yeah.
If you wanted smoke, if you was gonna fight any Avenger, the last one you would want to fight is Strange. And like, look at them right now. Who do I want to fight? You looking at Strange like I do not want to fight Doctor Strange. Because
put your ass in a.
Did y'all see what he was doing?
First of all,
we can't.
But they destroyed. I want to give a big shout out to the special effects team and the VFX team.
Yes, man.
And the people that did all of the green screen, blue screen, the grip teams that did all of the work to get that stuff done. Because if y'all look at the VFX in that first part of the movie, where y'all know Strange and Spider-Man have a scene together, the Strange and Spider-Man scene, that VFX was so great.
That was great.
I never seen it like that on a big screen in a long time, and I saw it in IMAX. But while we talking about this, I guess we can go to it's Christmas Eve, so the long-awaited Adam McKay's "Don't Look Up" came out today.
Oh, you seen it already?
I've already seen it. I saw it on an early release. Me and my girl, shout out to her. We went to look, where we go? We go. We saw it at iPick like 2 weeks ago. Fucking love it. I'm definitely going to force my whole family to watch it on Christmas Eve. Hopefully it comes out at midnight. But in honor of that, I asked you the question. This is the question that they were talking about on Adam McKay's Instagram.
Yeah.
If the world was ending in 6 months, what would you do? And how do you think the world would be?
Joe Biden gets on stage.
Joe Biden gets on TV, says world's ending in 6 months, which means on January, February, March, April, May, June 20th is the day that a meteor will impact the earth.
Mm-hmm.
But this is what they're saying. So it's a double. It's like a dual question. Do you believe that will happen? Oh, they told us the same thing in the year 2000.
I would go on a.
They said new millennium. The world was gonna end. They said 2012. The world.
They ain't never said the president say it. It was always some random nigga on the internet saying it.
That's true. Okay.
If Obama got up there, he at least had the black people believing him. Biden gets up there, people ain't gonna believe it. But what I would say is, I don't know. If we knew it was legit, I would have a hard time believing it. But if I did believe it, like if they line it up, not only would I document everything, but I would go on a tour of just close. I would go on a closure tour. Any nigga that ever had an issue with me, woman, I don't care if it was an ex-coworker, ex-boss.
Yeah.
I want all of that.
You want to get all your closure? Oh, you trying to get yourself right before you had to face God?
Not even only because.
Why you didn't go clean up that relationship that you had with Tisha back in 3rd grade?
I would tell God if he asked me. I would say I thought I didn't have it on me. You know? You giving me this, you putting this meteor going to hit the meteor to hit the earth, I can admit that would be the spark. And I ain't going to say that I never had plans to do so. Because I got plans to get that closure with certain people that I'm waiting on. Like, I don't think that you have to get closure with certain people immediately. I think sometimes you can let them flap their wings, and when they land, that's when I'll get my closure. I got to just be willing to wait for them to land. That's what that would be the first thing that I would do. I think people would be like, I would go to Canada. I would go here. I would go here. For real, I'm thinking about, it ain't going to take that long neither. Yeah. I ain't got a bunch of people that I'm just, you know what I'm saying? But the very first thing would probably be to go on that closure tour. Like, all right, bet. Everything that I left unturned, like, all right, bet. What am I going to go fix real quick? Yeah. Because if I got 6 months, that's a long time. I can do all of that in a month. I ain't going to work no more because what I'm going to work for? I would still do videos, of course. But I mean, like, I'm not going to stress anything. I'm not going to pay no bills. Yep. We got 6 months left.
And that's what people were saying. Like, I was telling my girl, I was like, yo, I will be traveling places. She was like, how you going to get there? You think people going to want to fly you around?
Who's going to work?
I was like, damn, well, I guess you're right. Ain't nobody going to be working. I think it would be complete chaos.
It would be 100% chaos. I think it'd be murder everywhere because people say, all right, bet that motherfucker going to stop bothering me.
And honestly, if y'all want y'all to think about it, if the world was to end next week, right, they say, look, y'all, it's a meteor that's going to strike Earth. I don't think they would ever tell the public, for real. I think they would just let that motherfucker hit. If it's nothing we can do, it's nothing we can do. Why panic everybody till their last day? Right. But then again, the other side of that is we want people to be able to get their final whatever off. Right. You know what I'm saying? And so, to me, I think it would be chaos. I think people would start just taking whatever. Because what's the point in working? I'm not going to be a millionaire. I'm not going to, there's no time. You know what I'm saying? Dog, it's crazy. But with that said, make sure y'all tap into Netflix. This is not a promo or a sponsored anything. Right. The movie is just so fucking great. Meryl Streep, Leonardo DiCaprio's first performance since we seen him in 2015? 16?
Leo's first performance is Revenant?
I think so. It's his first full-length movie, not documentary.
Nah, he did Once Upon a Time after Revenant.
Okay, yeah. So it's the first time we've seen him after that.
Since that, yeah.
But it's so great. Jennifer Lawrence, Timothy Chalamet. I would just recommend everybody watch J-Lo. And it really steps on what it's about. It's not a bullshit movie. I'm interested to see what Terrance is going to think about it.
I'm definitely excited to see it. I wish I would have been able to get to the theater and see it. You know what I want to say, and Troy, you might take this out, but then again, whatever. All right. You ever see those posts when it says, when it's your first time working with a Christian artist and it's fire? I keep seeing these TikToks and Reels. I don't know if y'all have ever came across this. They be like, when it's your first time hearing Christian rap music, or when it's your first time listening to a Christian rap song and it's fire. And you know what it always is? What? Trash. And there's always somebody that's listening to it like this. Look. Like, oh, this is good. Look. They be trying to act like, what is this? And it'd be like, so it'd be like a DaBaby song, but instead of him saying something, he'll be like something Jesus. And I'm like,
I'm just not with it.
This is what I was just gonna say about it.
Shout out to like Andy Mineo, Lecrae. They like some Christian rappers that I can think of. But or NF, not really my scene, but I'm not really a fan of it.
My thing is this: Christian rap is cool. It is where it is for a reason, I think, because it's religious. You know what I mean? Majority of these songs that people be talking about when it's your first time hearing a Christian artist, the song don't even be that good. You know what I'm saying? But I felt like, can you say that a song that's about God is... I've said this before. Can you even say that a song about God is bad? Fuck that song. Whoa, that song. You know what I'm saying?
I'll tell you this. I don't like the songs where, like, it's a regular song already.
Right.
Like, you try to take
I wish that I can find.
I wish I could think of a song right now.
I wish I can go. I hope and pray that I put this in my favorites. The dude.
I don't like when they take the regular track and turn it into a Christian rap track. I don't like that. I like the ones that's like.
That's it. That's exactly what they be doing though.
Like, don't take the Doja Cat track and now you making it about praying or just praising
Jesus.
It's like cool, but to me it's just kind of corny.
Nothing against religion. Isn't it funny how it seems like, maybe I'm wrong, majority of the people who support Christian rappers don't support the biggest Christian rapper.
Which is who?
Ye. Most Christians be like, Ye is on that devil shit. I've heard specific Christians say that Ye was on some shit. Oh, I'm not fucking with that shit. Oh, I don't fuck with it. And it's like, damn, for real, he's making Christian music.
He won best gospel album last year at the
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's making Christian music, but you see a lot of Christians that'll be like, nah, fuck that. Oh, but we gotta listen to you say, oh, you know, whatever you saying, the Moneybagg Yo version of the Jesus song. Whatever. I don't know why I brought that up. That literally, I swear, it's like,
that's true, because Kanye would be.
He is the biggest Christian rapper.
He is.
But y'all don't fuck with Ye like that, though, because of the Trump thing. So is this about God or is this about your political belief?
Or is Kanye using God now?
And that's what Christian rappers would say. But what's the difference between Kanye using God and you using God, Christian rapper? Oh, look. Oh, what's the difference? Because you're right. That's what the Christians were saying. I felt like he using God. What are you doing? What are you doing? I feel like he using God to get dollars. What are you doing?
Yeah. Hey, I mean, you're right.
That's why I brought that up.
You right.
Because it's a very funny, I don't know, whatever.
You right. You are right about that. You want to go into Tech Corner?
Yes, man. Turn up. Hey, look, I'm so excited about the Tech Corner just because sometimes I feel like what I tell y'all is insightful. Whatever. I just feel like the things that I'm giving y'all is just not bullshit. And we got some good stuff today. The first thing that I saw that I added to the Tech Corner was that Elon Musk is set to pay $11 billion in taxes. My question to you, Terrell, isn't that what we've been asking for?
That ain't shit, Terrance. You
Jesus
know how much,
Christ, $11 billion isn't shit?
It's easy on our level, and this is where that shit backfired on his
He's
ass.
one man paying $11 billion, Terrell.
Wow.
He's one man paying $11 billion.
He made an estimated $120 billion.
Jesus, for real?
This past year.
Are you serious?
Yes.
He made $120 billion in 1 year?
Yes. He propelled, this past year was one of the best years for him ever, which propelled him to be the richest man on earth. It's an estimated, so yeah, it could not be true, but they say he made around $100 to $120 billion. Let's just say he made $100 billion,
right,
and not 120.
Yeah.
He's paying $11 billion. That would be 11%. The person that makes $70,000 a year, that's paying $25,000 to $30,000 in taxes. When they look at their W-2 at the end of the year,
you're paying $24,000 in taxes of your $70,000 made.
Yeah, so your percentage is still larger than his. So people were saying, this is great, Elon. It would actually be accurate if you were paying around $40 to $50 billion, though.
Damn, yeah.
For you to be on pace with the person that's making $75,000. So, yeah, $11 billion sound like a lot of money, and it is a ton of money to us on our level. Mm-hmm. And so people was like, damn, I guess Elon is chucking it up. Even Shade Room up there shucking and jiving. Oh, Elon Musk is chucking it up for... No! Y'all are missing it. How much did he make? Because he's only paying 10%.
I was definitely getting ready to get up and shuck and jive.
Hell
and
yeah.
say, you know what, that's pretty good. Because I was just about to say, what are we asking for? Isn't we asking for them to pay taxes? I thought they was paying zero.
Let's say you make $80,000 and you only pay $8,000
in taxes.
All you pay.
That would be pretty decent.
But I made $82,000 2 years.
I made 80 before.
I made 82 2 years ago. And on
netted
paper, I made 63.
63.
Yeah. And it's like, yo, think about that though. That's what I was thinking about behind the whole Elon Musk thing, which is cool.
I bring it to the Tech Corner just because it's, believe it or not, it is the biggest tax bill ever. That $11 billion apparently. Yep. He paid $7 billion already, and he's due to pay $5 billion more before January 1st. I just brought that Tech Corner, and it's a good convo. Yeah, you make great point. You make hell of a great point because I'm seeing $11 billion and thinking, oh wow, he's doing his part. I literally thought that, but you're right. He's still getting a break. Anyway, The next thing that I'm gonna bring to the tech corner was where is it? Where's my tech corner shit? Did I not take a photo? What else did I have in the tech corner?
You had something about Skype or something like that.
Zoom. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right.
You want to go look at it real quick?
I'm not gonna get up and look at it. That's it. That's all I need to remember. They're bringing Zoom calls to Amazon TV, and I think this is great because I wanted to tell a lot of people this. You might not have an Amazon TV right now, and you might not even have one the next year. But I think this Amazon being able to let you do Zoom calls on Amazon TV, I think we'll see maybe Samsung, maybe Sony have that same feature add on too. Mm-hmm. But I think the dope thing about that is having a Zoom call on your TV is going to benefit us more in the future than it ever would have in the past. It's not something that we needed before, but now it's like, you know what? This is beneficial. Now, apparently this feature is not going to work unless you have a USB plug-in camera. But I mean, I just want y'all to think about it as even this Christmas, with a lot of people spending their Christmas in different places. If you have that Zoom call on your TV, instead of people setting up their monitors and iPads and
trying
computers, you can put the whole family event on the TV. And if you have other people call, I'm looking at my family on my big screen. So I felt like that's a pretty dope thing to add. Like for Christmas celebrations, birthday celebrations where you can't be there, even if you want to teach a class for my people that might teach.
Yeah.
Imagine your Zoom class or seeing everybody on your big screen and they can see you. You know?
Yeah, that is so fucking dope. No. And I think it just speaks to the future. Like, my sister Candace was telling me that she got a job, you know, she working, you know, her job, she's been working from home for 2 years now. And they about to sell the building that she worked in.
Damn.
Because they don't need it no more because they don't need it. They've been successfully doing what they've been doing from the crib.
And I think you'll probably start seeing TVs probably start coming out with a little bit of a camera, a built-in little mini camera. If an iPhone can fit a camera in this, they can fit a 1.8 meg camera in that TV.
And what's crazy is that they took the cameras out of the TVs because
they used to have them, right?
In 2016, they took the cameras out. Remember, you could just hit that motherfucker on the top, it'll
come up. Yeah,
that'll probably make its way back. It was no need for them. People weren't using them.
Why did they use them before? Why was there a camera before?
Because people were using them for stuff like Skype, because you could Skype on the TV. But nobody was doing it. There was no need for it. But now there's a demand for it.
There's a demand. There's a need.
That's so dope.
The last thing I want to bring to the tech corner is actually my favorite news that I read. I'm somebody that goes to Chipotle a lot. Terrell would be happy to hear this too because he frequents Chipotle. But Chipotle just announced what's called Chipotle Digital Kitchen. I don't know if anybody has the Chipotle app, but I think it's one of my favorite apps. I get the most rewards from it because I go to Chipotle all the time. Mm-hmm. I think making your food on the app is a little bit... I just always like the way I can make my bowl on the app. I just wish they let me add 2 extra sour cream, and then I would really love the app. But Chipotle was the first app that I used where I did mobile ordering, where I would order my food and then go pick it up.
Even
that was one of the first.
Before Chick-fil-A?
Before Chick-fil-A, before News and Company, before all of that. I remember they had to say, you don't got a Chick-fil-A app? And it wasn't until I got the app that I started saying, you know what, let me just do curbside or let me just do pickup. But Chipotle, believe it or not, was my first. So this is just special news to me. Digital Kitchen, Chipotle Digital Kitchen is going to be basically like little Chipotle locations where it's just pickup. Like they said, that line that you see where they're making the food, it's still in there. Those people are still going to be in there making the food, making bowls, people cooking in there, but you won't be able to go in. It is literally just a pickup spot for online mobile orders.
Oh, fucking great.
Fucking dope.
So you just ride up to it and they hand you your...
You just ride up to it and you say, I got an order for Terrell. And they'll hand it right to you. Now look, they already have 300 locations in the world that they said already have a drive-through window on the building. Some in use, most not in use. But that's only 10% of their locations worldwide. So they've already been tested to market. And the first one that actually came out in like somewhere in Ohio. So shout out to the people in Ohio. Believe it or not, you're close.
Some of our listeners probably already have that drive-thru.
No bullshit. But look, this is the best thing about it. There would never essentially be a long line for real. There might be a long line, but mind you, this is a pickup place. So you're not going to sit there. Last night when we went to McDonald's, the lady said, sorry for the wait. How can I help you? Because we were sitting there forever. You're not going to have to deal with that. You're just going to get in a line, go straight to the front. If your order's ready, they'll give you your food. If it's not ready yet, you swing back around.
Yeah.
Just give us 5 minutes. Just swing back around. It should be ready by the time you come back because it's not ready right now. Did you get the notification? Oh, you didn't. Then you shouldn't be in line. Really.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But imagine that. All right, let me just spin back around. Now, that might have a little bit of a structural whatever, but I just think that, to me, we're really starting to see the future of this shit really come to light. The shit that we've talked about in the tech corner before. Last thing I'll say, guess what the name of the drive-thru is for Chipotle Digital Kitchen?
What?
The Chipotle.
Ooh. They was cooking in the marketing room.
They was cooking in that joint.
The Chipotle?
The Chipotle. I'm about to get in the Chipotle real quick, pick my order up, and you know what they refer to? Even faster food.
Damn.
Ooh.
And let me just tell you, let that be I think it's easy to let this shit be subconscious, but everybody out there that's thinking about starting a small business or that's got a great idea, just keep evolving that motherfucker because you getting to see in real time how we went through a pandemic and people adapted to how people adapted to how to live. Like, they noticed people was using their phones more. They noticed we saw an uprise in people doing pickup because I don't want to go in the store that long or have to do anything. So we saw a surge in stuff like curbside or we'll bring it out to you option. Now you having people take advantage. I'll be honest. I did not use the apps for none of this shit until the pandemic. I was always a go in and get it type of person.
Didn't think it was that serious.
If anything, I do drive through, but I would never use the app for Chipotle, never use the app for Chick-fil-A, never use the Noodles app, none of it.
Target even has bring it to your car.
Oh yeah, Target's had shipped for years though. They've been had that.
Oh wow.
The Safeway been had it. Open your trunk.
But people just weren't using it.
People weren't using it like they are now, so you didn't really need the manpower. So it's actually great. So if you have an idea, just think about if it would be applicable now and how you can change that joint because, as you can see, the big companies are moving.
And that's true. Also, another thing just to piggyback off of that is if you have an idea right now that you've been working on, ask yourself if it's worth taking into this next level. Like if you got an idea for the next, you know what I'm saying, the next something and they not doing that anymore. It's like, yo, is that going to be profitable?
Yeah, me and Terrance want to open up our own movie theater.
Yeah.
Right? And do like a black movie night type deal. But
now I'm thinking a digital sense. Like maybe we would open a black movie theater in the Metaverse. And then it's like, yo, meet us at the Metaverse. We finna be lit. Look, I don't gotta leave my house.
Throw on your digital Whole 9 t-shirt.
Throw on your digital merch. We will be there. Y'all will be like, damn, them niggas was sitting in their apartment
talking about this shit.
Talking about that shit.
And then now you can't, it's almost like I need y'all to understand how important the game Fortnite is in everything that we do now. And how that game single-handedly changed the world.
Fortnite?
Yes. Because, first of all, Fortnite, well, not the world, but like,
it gave us an insight into what we're heading towards. Yeah.
First of all you niggas that play Warzone, you would not be playing it if it wasn't for Fortnite. Fortnite gave that open map platform. We was playing team deathmatch, domination, search and destroy, and now we still have that. Yeah, zombies. We still have that, but now everybody wants to play Warzone and just, you know, that big open scale map. Fortnite gave you that, birthed that. Also, Fortnite might not have birthed it. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves because it might have been a little smaller.
Look,
Minecraft was an open format. Cool, whatever.
But you mean Fortnite gave everything the gas. You're right.
I'm going to let you get it off. And then, this is what I want you to think about. The idea that you can build shit. Like that build and destroy. Like in Fortnite, I can go, let me just put this wall up here. Let me put this some add steps. And you're doing all of this shit. And you're going up. Yeah. You're essentially doing that same thing in the Metaverse. The idea to meet up. Think about it. Travis Scott had that concert in Fortnite. You get your avatar. You had to run to the Travis Scott concert.
And you enjoyed the concert.
Yeah, you got to look around and see all of that digitally. And so that's where, like, this Metaverse shit is kind of like, all right, even, I swear, it'd be certain shit that I'd be seeing where I'm like, yo, I'm really thinking back to Fortnite for some reason. I feel like, oh, you know, they were doing it in Fortnite first. Right. Oh, they were doing that this here for. Hey, bro, let me tell you, when I was on that trip, we was on that excursion, we went to this cultural route. Yeah. It was certain shit that I was seeing, like, from way in the past that they do now, or that I know, okay, this person got inspiration from that here. Like they were called the Taínos. Yeah. The Taínos were like the native Indians to the Dominican Republic on that land, right before the conquistadors came.
Yeah.
That brought African slaves, but there's certain shit that they did that it's like, okay, I'm starting to see where that shit came from. I'm only gonna give you one example because I remember seeing this shit and telling my girl, I was like, you ever seen this? That's what this is. But like, let me look at this. So where is it? It was only one I wanted to show you. I got it right here. Listen to this. They had a where is it? The first grade of like becoming a Taino warrior was like, it was called whatever it's called. I couldn't read that. It's a feast that was an intoxicating drink where a father presents the child and gives him the bow and the arrow. An intoxicating drink. And now the strength of the Black Panther will be stripped away. It looks just like that in the picture. I was like, damn, this is where they got this shit from for the Black Panther. But it's real.
Ah, okay.
Think about the second step is, look, the second step was at 15 years old, the aspiring warrior must capture and train, I forget the name of the bird, but it's a big bird of prey. You got to make it your friend in a ceremony. I'm like, okay, but I was like, babe, we just watched Avatar. Well, you got to go up the thing and get you one of them fucking flying things.
Oh, yeah. So you can start to see resources coming back to
and
real
you got to
cultural...
make the bond.
Yeah, you got to make that bond.
Peter Jackson, where you get the inspiration for that?
Right.
Oh, and that's why when these white writers be going to different places and they be saying, oh, I just traveled and that's where the idea just came to me.
Nah, fuck that.
That's what I'm saying. Look, this was the biggest. This one was really cool. Third grade was a rite of marginalization and fasting. He had to be subjected to a beating by colleagues and sleep on stones. And if he survived at the end, he would be considered a warrior. When I told my girl about it, I was like, you don't really know about this street shit. But I was like, if you want to join a gang, they jump you. So you ever heard the concept of you getting jumped in and you got to fight back and you got to stand on what you
who put you
in?
on, yeah.
And what they were talking about with this is if you fold at any point during you sleeping on the stones or
your colleagues
getting beat up by your colleagues,
you're not a warrior.
Then they can't consider you a warrior.
Wow. So
I was like, you don't even realize how this shit has been going through our blood for years.
Hell yeah.
Because guess what? The Tainos were the natives of the land. They did not want to be made slaves. So the white folks that came over, aka Christopher Columbus and them, they was like, fuck it. Y'all don't want to do no manual labor? We have African slaves. The African slave got with the Taino. You have a Dominican Republican. That was the best part of my whole trip. The cultural route.
And I feel like that's dope. That's like real insightful. Like, and it's crazy because like you'll call people geniuses, you know, for the shit that they think of, but you never know who thought of it first.
You never know where they got the info.
It was too many humans here before us.
Yeah.
It was too many people to the point where I was saying, what if, you know, the people say that we're living in a simulation and that the people before us have lived so long, they're so smart that when you die, you're just going to go back to a simulation. Some people don't believe you're going to go to heaven. They think it's going to be kind of like the Matrix in a way. Or not even like the Matrix, or remember, you never know. You just never know. To me, because like, you ever seen an episode of Rick and Morty where Morty plays that game called like Al or Phil?
I forget. Yeah, he played his whole life.
For 40-something years and fell off a ladder and died. No, he fell off the ladder, went back to the place where he fell off the ladder and died. And remember, Morty was like 41 years.
No, Rick was
like 41 years and you went back to the library.
Yeah,
it was like, and Morty was like crazy after that. Not crazy, but he was like
tripping. Yeah.
I would just live the whole life. I'm not going to say that that's not a real thing, but damn, I don't even remember why the fuck I'm saying this. What were we just talking about?
Because we were talking about how people get you were saying the simulation.
It's just been so many people here. People got the idea that, damn, what if people figured out all of this shit already?
Yeah, and you know what? My favorite movie of all time, Inception. The idea of you being stuck in a dream.
Yeah, the idea of you that dream becoming reality. Like, first off, Inception is easily one of my favorite movies too. Like, if you haven't seen that, if your girl haven't seen it, rewatch it.
Yeah.
Or ladies, your man haven't seen it, sit his black ass down and make him watch it. But that's just a great movie about about time and reality and space and shit like that.
I want to give a quick RIP to Drakeo the Ruler. Death is just so close. Like, now that we talking about transitioning,
100.
It's just crazy that it seems like every other week type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. And it's honestly very embarrassing now that I think about it. Like, it's very embarrassing. No other culture in the world has, like, their artists dying like this. You know what I'm saying? We lose this person. We lose, Dolph. What was that dude? Slim 400 just passed away in California. And we lost Dolph. Like, it's just over the past couple years, it's like somebody on the outside could be like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all?
Yeah, we lost DMX this year. We lost
Michael K. Williams.
We losing a lot. We lose a lot.
We just lose so much.
People.
It's so much death.
And the death isn't the death that we were raised to believe we'd see.
Yeah.
We were raised to believe you'll die like our grandparents died. Or we're seeing some of our parents reach 60, 70.
Yeah.
But then when we look at some of the entertainers we seen growing up, and even some of the new entertainers now, a lot of young folks have died.
Yeah.
It's like Juice WRLD, XXXTentacion.
Yeah, you're right. When you, as a millennial, think about that. Your parents don't say, oh, yeah, you know. Well, there were people that died. Marvin Gaye didn't live to be an old man. There are certain people that didn't live to be super old. Luther Vandross died at like 50-something. Michael Jackson died at 50-something. Mm-hmm. But they're not dying at 20. There was people, of course, that died young, but they can still say, oh, look at Shaka Khan.
Right.
You know, oh, look at Smokey Robinson. You know, so they definitely have people that die, but it's just way different for us. It's way different. And it's honestly dangerous, and you can become numb to it.
And I feel like back then with our parents, it took a little bit more to get into a spotlight for your death to be a wow thing. Yeah. There's a lot of people who didn't even know who Nipsey Hussle was. A lot of people who didn't even know who Drakeo the Ruler was or XXXTentacion. But like I think in our new era with technology, we have access to not only these people and their music, but when they die, their whole community is what is bright. If something were to happen to Terrell, our community would be bright for at least that day or that week or that period. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, damn, who is this dude? And you normally would find out from their community. I would not be a big Nipsey Hussle fan had it not been for the community of people behind him that I felt like I was a part of but didn't know it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, I fuck with bro, his music, all of this. You see the community. When he died, it amplified everything. And I just felt like that is the world we live in now, where instead of us all being able to show up to a candlelight vigil, we can all have our own online type of memorial. Like Kobe, Nipsey, them deaths was tough, but man, wasn't it something that the world went through that? You know what I'm saying? Like the whole world.
Yeah, we all went through it together.
Grieved Kobe, I felt like. Like I never felt alone with that because I was able to get online and see a lot of people doing that. Can you imagine losing your favorite artist and then nobody gives a fuck about it? Nobody's saying shit?
Yeah.
To have that community of people?
Yeah, that's true.
And we ain't have no birthdays this week, y'all, but I did want to give a special birthday shout out to my man Bryce.
Nigga, I had so many birthdays.
For
if
real?
you sent me a birthday shout out, I apologize. All of my shit went haywire with my when I was on vacation.
The only birthday shout out that I had got was from my man Bryce. He just turned 21. Shout out DMV, stand up. Turn up.
I don't want to make the promise of doing the birthday thing every week because I forget how many listeners we have, and I've been trying to do it, but I'm going to tell y'all, I got to do something different with the birthdays.
Say happy birthday to my man Bryce.
Happy birthday, Bryce.
Bet. I told Terrell that we have to do just something a little bit more
constructive, yeah. Because
one big happy birthday to this person.
We got to find a place to pool all of them. Because I get them on Patreon, I get them on Twitter, I get them on Instagram. But I'll figure something out with the birthdays. But if you got a anniversary shout or something like that, or
birthday this week,
something like that, hit me up, and I'll try to do it. Hey, they've been emailing us from Cameo. You know what Cameo is?
I've heard about that. Yeah,
the app where you could be like, "Hey, Tisha, it's your birthday,"
and people pay for it.
Happy birthday. Yeah.
Honestly, I thought about that, but like, I don't know. I think you could. I mean, I don't even think it's just for a birthday shout out, but for more so for a one-on-one, I would do it, you know?
Yep.
Like I've had people come in or people see me and then we just connect off of the, you know, this dude was in the gym and he was like, I'm looking for a basketball court or I'm looking for some of the ball, and you look like you hoop. So just thought I'd just come over and ask. And because he just opened it up like that, we started talking in the gym for maybe like 20 minutes, it seemed like. Where he was from. He said, I'm from VA, but I just moved out this way. And we were just kind of chopping it up. And I felt like, you know what? There's people I could chop it up with around the world.
Yeah.
You know?
Hell yeah.
And the paying for it aspect does make it seem like I'm only doing this because I'm being paid. But for real,
right?
The connecting with other people, I would pay. If I could pay $40 and The Rock would be like, Terrance, what's up, man? If you smell, that's all I need.
Right, yeah. Birthday made.
Happy birthday, whatever. I'm going to be sitting there cheesing like shit, like an old 48-year-old woman. Remember what that lady say? Yo, I'm a huge Rock fan. I don't know if y'all know that. I'm a big fan of The Rock. I grew up watching this man electrify the world.
Yes.
If he votes for president next year against Biden, I'm voting Rock. I don't give a fuck if he's Republican. I'm voting Rock.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. We got NFL picks.
Yeah, man. I got some other stuff that we're going to get to next week, but we had a 2-hour mark, so I said fuck it.
Hey, shout out to the people who dip off in the NFL picks. Turn up. Hey, enjoy your Christmas if you're rolling
Christmas,
out.
Yes. Enjoy your Christmas. Those that don't necessarily celebrate, enjoy the day off. Enjoy the time with family. If y'all still give gifts, that's dope. Mm-hmm. But yeah, just enjoy the time.
Turn up. And shout out to the people who stay. I know I saw somebody say when they say whatever and then people stay, shout out to y'all. Y'all the realest alive. The realest 9. All right, let's go. Let's get it.
All right, bet. Tonight we got San Francisco at Titans. Honestly, can we just say something real quick? My picks have been trash. I have been picking terrible.
Honestly, this whole season is
Last week was ridiculous because I picked the Chargers. They didn't win. I thought the Patriots going to beat the Colts. The Colts went out there and did that to them. Mm-hmm. Like, I picked the Titans to beat the Steelers. The Steelers won. Like, it's just the Cardinals go out there and lose to the Lions.
And get dogged by the Lions.
We fucking dropped the ball. The Falcons.
You picked the Ravens to beat the Packers, didn't you? Mm-hmm. Did you pick the Buccaneers? You did.
I did.
You had to go like 2-4.
And I picked the Browns to beat the Raiders.
See?
Fucking just sucked last week. Shout out to Whole 9 Watch, man.
Shout out Whole 9 Watch.
All right, let's get
First game, we got Niners and Titans.
I'm picking the team that has the best tight end in the league right now, which is the San Francisco 49ers. George Kittle, let's get it.
And I think I'm going to pick the Niners, too. The Titans are actually pretty good. You know what? Let's be opposite. I'm going to go Titans.
Because look at this. Look, 8-6 and 9-5. The Niners want that 9-6. Damn, and it's crazy because they weren't really doing that good in the beginning when Kittle was out.
No bull.
You know what I'm saying?
The Titans don't have Henry no more, but they still have everybody except Henry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Titans.
No, they don't have. They have hella injuries, way more than just Henry. Henry is like the tip of the. Henry is the big underbelly of the iceberg.
Damn yeah. Speaking of, we just watched.
They're like
Titanic.
They're actually the most hurt
we'll
team.
Talk about that.
Titanic.
Mm-hmm. I want to read who Titanic. One of my film goals, and this is gonna fall into the creases because it's in the middle of this.
In the middle of this.
One of my not life goals, but one of my film goals would be to redo Titanic with just black. It's not going to be the Titanic, but it is about a bunch of black people on a ship, and then the ship goes down. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
I want to, like, people always be like, if black people was on a boat, look, even as Kings of Comedy, black people, look, the band was still playing as the ship went down, and we had those jokes. And it's like, all right, bet, what would we really do? You know, if we was on it,
that'd be dope.
Like, and I don't know if y'all know, but Titanic is 3.5 hours long.
It's a long ass movie.
The first part, it take them a minute for them to even get on the boat for real. You spend an hour with the old ass Rose and the scientist for real. Her ass was lying about the whole thing. Jack was never even on the door. That's a whole different topic.
What?
The Titanic is a lie.
I'm not talking about this. Save it for the next podcast. We gotta make sure we come back to certain stuff though. This dude was like, look, y'all never told us the stories y'all granny was telling y'all on Halloween. Johnny on the first step. What was that?
No bullshit. That's funny as shit. All right, but you right. We gotta remember.
All right, bet. So Christmas Day, tomorrow. We got Browns and Packers. We got Colts and Cardinals. Fuck.
They playing again? Oh, never mind.
No, the Cardinals just got dusted off by the Lions. And now they're going to play in a smoking hot Colts.
The game. All right, let's go Browns, Packers first.
Packers.
Cool.
Cool.
Browns are going to do what they always do probably and show up. But you know what? The Packers didn't look that good against the Ravens.
Yeah.
The Browns still have Chubb and Mayfield, right?
Them motherfuckers out on COVID. Hopefully they can come back by tomorrow.
I'm going Packers.
I'm going Packers because the Browns they have so many people that have COVID. All right, bet. Cardinals and Colts. I'm picking the Cardinals. The Cardinals are not about to go out there and drop another game after getting their ass whooped. I think this is going to be a great-ass game.
I think Cardinals, too. I don't think the Cardinals go lose 2 in a row. I think it'd be a great game.
Jonathan Taylor.
A beast.
Did you see that my boy Javonte Williams is now 6th in the league rushing?
He not above my man, though.
He's behind him 40 yards.
Who?
Gibson.
Gibby, right?
You better hope your man has a good game against Dallas.
Right. And look, Heineke just came off of COVID protocols.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, we about to see what's really up. Cowboys. But I'm going to go with the Cardinals in that Colts game.
I'm going to go with Cardinals too, man. Eagles, Giants, always a good one.
Always a good one. I'm going...
Eagles fighting for a playoff spot. The Giants, I kind of just want to fuck it.
Yeah. I'm going to go Giants. Philly. Guess what? Who'd y'all already lose to this year? They got y'all number.
Oh, damn. This the second time they playing?
Mm-hmm. And they're going to bust y'all ass, and then guess who's going to bust y'all ass next? Us. Because guess what? We want that rematch. We want that rematch.
Y'all need that loss, too. Y'all not out.
We want that rematch.
Y'all need that loss. I'm going to go Philly, though. I think Philly's going to take that.
I'm going New York.
Rams, Vikings. In honor of the Vikings fan, we're not picking your team since you said
stop fucking picking us. Bet.
I'm picking the Rams.
I'm picking Rams too. Jalen Ramsey, to me, I always be faking on him. I'd be like, I have this in my head. Is he that good? He is.
Aaron Donald, Floyd, and Miller all got sacks in the last game against Russell Wilson.
That defense is great.
They made Russell Wilson look so bad that the Broncos page tweeted, not the official page, but some of the folks that I follow was like, do we really want to trade for Russell?
Damn.
And the answer is yes. We got a way better O-line than they have in Seattle.
And y'all have better weapons. Judy, Patrick, Sutton, Hamler that didn't play this whole year.
Hamler didn't play a whole season. And you got Javonte, Mike Myers behind you. You know Javonte Williams run with a Michael Myers thigh pads?
For real?
Yeah. Dope.
That's Ja like champ. He got him from Spencer Gifts.
All right. Bills, Patriots.
I'm going to go ahead and go Bills.
You think the Patriots going to be in a slump? They just lost one.
I think the Patriots have already went out there and dogged the Bills. Remember they ran the ball all of that time?
Uh-huh. This is the rematch. Come back out. Get up out the truck, Craig.
This is the rematch. Horribly delivered line. But I do think the rematch, I think the Bills got something to prove.
Yeah, I'm going to go. I'm going Patriots, man. I think the Patriots got the Bills' number.
Yeah.
I think Micah Hyde and Justin Poirier are going to be out that joint fired up, and I think they still going to get dusted off.
I wouldn't be mad if they lost, because I don't really like them boys. I want to play them.
Yeah.
They already bust our ass this year.
The Bills?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Buccaneers, Panthers, rival game. I'm going Bucks. Bucks aren't losing again.
I'm going Bucks, and I don't think they'll lose to Cam Newton.
Not to Cam and PJ.
Not to Cam and PJ.
Jaguars, Jets.
Man, the Jets was putting up a fight last week.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with...
I'm going with the Jets. I think the Jaguars are trying to secure that number one spot again.
And I think they did.
Get Trevor somebody else.
I'm going to go... Don't the Jets have Mike Glennon at quarterback? I'm going with the Jaguars.
No, Glennon plays at...
Who do the Jets have as their quarterback? Like, it's not Zach Wilson. Something happened with him.
Was he on COVID protocol?
Because who is the starting quarterback for the Jets? That's the funny thing. That's the question that I have. Jets fans, are y'all confident going into this Jaguars game? And man, I wonder how it must feel to be, look, Terrell, I'm going to just search it right here. I wonder how it must feel to be a fan of a team that only won 3 games. I've been there before where we went 3-13.
We was just there 2 years ago.
Are y'all still tuning in?
Are y'all still tuning in? It's the question. Terrance always asks that question.
Oh, Mike White and Joe Flacco is who they have.
Ooh, the great Mike White was calling him the Great White Hype.
Zach Wilson has faced the most difficult schedule of any QB. Wow.
A fact.
Wow. So, he's out there. You know what? I might go with the Jets. Zach Wilson is playing.
I pick the Jets.
Jets versus Jaguars more important than him versus Lawrence. Oh, it is a him versus Lawrence thing.
Yeah.
Like
it's bullshit that they Jets. You get Jets?
I'm gonna go Jets.
All right, bet. Lions and Falcons. I'm picking the Falcons, and I think it's complete bullshit that Cordero Patterson did not get chosen for the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, the Pro Bowl selections.
Some people shouldn't have to be voted in. They should just be carried in. Like
right, their play should just put them in, and then you can vote for the reserves or something. But I think in that matchup, I'm gonna go Falcons too. Even though the Lions just won, turn up.
Yeah. All right. Chargers, Texans. I'm gonna go Chargers just because I know the Chargers are gonna win, even though I need the Texans to win this game.
I'm gonna go Chargers too.
Ravens, Bengals, both 8-6. Ravens.
The last time they played, we picked Ravens, and the Bengals went out there and did that, didn't they?
They sure did.
I'm going Bengals.
I'm going
The
Ravens.
have that dude Humphrey at quarterback and not Lamar.
Tyler Humphrey, he's great though.
He played this one game great. We're not about to
Terrance,
stop.
he's played a couple games great.
We're not about to start acting like this dude is a beast.
We've talked
He's
about
okay.
The Broncos have talked about getting this
I
nigga.
hate this fucking thing.
The Broncos have talked about going out and getting that young boy.
The Broncos have talked about it. Shit, even us was thinking about this shit.
I'm going with the Ravens, just because they didn't look as good as they should have against our trash ass last week. Even though we should have beat these motherfuckers.
Talking about who? Oh, Bengals.
Bengals, yeah.
I'm going with the Bengals. I want to see that 9 win.
All right, bet 4-10 Bears versus the Seahawks. I'm gonna go Seahawks. I think the Seahawks can win this one. DK Metcalf has just fallen off.
Well,
not all the way off, but like he's been quiet the last couple weeks.
I'll say this: if DK Metcalf gets time, if DK Metcalf gets time to go down the field, you gotta think the same thing we go through with Terry is like with the Cowboys. Everybody wanted to say that Diggs strapped Terry, but if y'all are running zone, and yeah, you got, you know what I'm saying, Diggs right here, but if Terry goes this way, you got a safety that's gonna cover him there. It's like with the pressure that you get from the O-line. Terry didn't have a lot of space to create for real. Before it's just a quick, fuck that. So I think,
and that's the same thing Russell Wilson going through.
Russ don't have no time to get it to DK for real.
Yeah.
So
his O-line is trash.
You know what? I'm going to go Bears.
Is Khalil Mack still playing?
Bear down.
Yeah, he is.
I think so.
No, he is. He got to be. I wonder if he's hurt. But, yeah, let's go Bears. Let's see the Bears win. I'm going to pick the Bears too. Sorry, Seahawks fans. Steelers, Chiefs. Steelers. You're losing. You're going to lose. No one's going to know. No one. You ever
Steelers,
seen
Chiefs? Steelers, Chiefs. Steelers, y'all going to lose.
You're going to get tossed, and we need y'all to lose too.
And
so, Chiefs.
I'm going to go with the Chiefs.
Raiders, Drew Lock is getting the start. And honestly, I'm not really mad about it because honestly, at this point, let's see what the fucking kids got. Like, at this point, we're like, all right,
y'all decided to sit Teddy just because he got injured?
No, Teddy got fucked up last week.
Yeah.
And had a concussion. He didn't clear concussion protocol by whatever day. And so they said he cannot play Sunday.
Damn.
So he has to go next week. So this Raiders week for us, it's a rival. We already lost to the Raiders once. I don't know if we're going to beat them again. I would love to. I'm picking my Broncos just on the strength of that. If we beat these niggas and the Steelers lose, we can continue to fight for a spot.
And I'm gonna pick the Raiders. Sorry. I'm picking the Raiders. And look at that Sunday night game. Man, I had no idea you was playing on Sunday night.
On Sunday night?
Man, look, let me tell y'all something. One thing that we built for, and I was saying this, we played the Cowboys at 1 p.m. after playing the Seahawks Monday night, and then we went and played the Raiders at 4:30 out Vegas. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, I think the Raiders might have came to us. No, we was in the pit. We went to Las Vegas and won, and we played Monday night in Seattle. So we did Monday night in Seattle, flew to Las Vegas and played at 4:30. And then we played our first 1:00 game against Dallas, and they dogged us. This time, we getting ready to play against the world. We getting ready to play an 8:30 game that we've been a little bit better. Every time we play in the prime time, I say this. We are made for prime time. Cowboys, what did y'all do the last time y'all played in prime time? Was it the Buccaneers game where y'all lost? Bet. And we're going to have a different attitude this time. We're getting a couple players back. Of course, I'm picking the football team. Of course.
I'm going to pick...
In front of the world. Let's go! We always play in front of the world, bro. I swear.
I'm going to pick the Dallas Cowboys to win this game. Micah Parsons. That defense... I want it for y'all. I want to be wrong. I would love to see y'all give the Cowboys this L just because I hate seeing Skip say, "How about them Cowboys?" So, but I'm going to pick the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys going to win. Then look, last but not least, Monday night, we got Miami Dolphins at the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah.
I'm going with two of them boys.
I'm going to go with the Saints because of that fucking defense that just shut out the Buccaneers.
Yeah, and they both 7-7. That's gonna be a great ass game. That's a good Monday night game.
That is a good Monday night game.
Tua's 5-0 since something happened.
Damn,
they have not lost. So this is gonna be a nice little test. Who the fuck is playing quarterback for them? Simeon?
For the Saints?
Yeah.
Don't forget they got Taysom Hill. Don't forget they got Taysom.
Taysom ain't shit. They just gave that motherfucker all that money.
Taysom will run your ass over still though.
That's true, man, and that's gonna wrap the Christmas Eve podcast, man. I just want to wish everybody a happy holiday. I do have a Terrell's tip. It's some chill shit. I was looking at TikTok and it was this dude.
Troy, you should have said that shit earlier at the beginning of the podcast.
I know, I fucking should have.
Just save it for next week.
Nah, because
it's a Christmas thing.
It's not really a Christmas thing, but
yeah,
I'll have something different.
Go ahead.
But there's wisdom and amateur in every day, like every day. I was watching this TikTok. Where this dude was
maybe
like...
you should save this for next week. Ain't nobody gonna be here to hear this except the people that listen to the... What's the name?
Well, it'll just be for them because it really ain't that big of a deal.
Okay. My bad, Joe.
But I was looking at this TikTok where this dude said, you're the oldest you've ever been today, and you're the youngest you'll ever be today. So I think what I took from that is you just got to lean on what got you here and then keep an open mind to the fact that you don't have to know everything, and you don't know everything.
100.
That's still where you walk into the day with that brand newness, but you lean on what got you there to help you make more sound decisions, but also keep an open mind to... I just like the idea that you're the oldest you've ever been right now.
Yeah.
And the youngest you'll ever be. Today.
Yeah, you're the oldest you've ever been today. Yeah, but also the youngest...
Exactly.
...you will ever be.
There's so much stock in tomorrow. And like, bro, remember I told you the little thing about the if I offered you a $10 million, would you take it? But yeah, enjoy y'all Christmas. Yeah.
Turn up, man. Merry Christmas. Hope everybody gets what they wanted, and if not, just make sure you eat good and have good vibes, man. Turn up. Happy holiday. We back next week for the new year. 80 weeks.
80 weeks.
Crazy people was like, did you see the comment where somebody said it seems like their energy's off, like they were beefing or something before this?
Yeah,
did you see that?
I did.
We definitely wasn't either. We was not.
Nah, we was. Weren't we? Did we argue about something?
I don't think so. They was like, maybe they argued before, and I thought it was dope how somebody said maybe they argued before and just got it going, but you know how they do. I like that. You know what I'm saying?
That shit ain't always cool.
Yeah, it's not. But I thought for the first time we wasn't arguing before that pod.
I felt like we did argue about something. It was probably something stupid shit, too. We be arguing. Y'all don't know. We be arguing about the dumbest shit.
Before the pod.
The stupidest shit.
Like Terrell be getting on me about dishes or something, and then we start the pod. It has nothing to do with anything. It's regular in the house shit.
Merry Christmas, y'all. We will see y'all next week for New Year's Eve. Let's get it.
Mimi, wake up for Chris.
Mimi. Terrance, she ain't gonna get up. Peace, y'all.